The recent release of the Ahsoka series trailer has set the Star Wars fandom ablaze with excitement. One particular aspect of the trailer has captured the imagination of fans worldwide: the enigmatic orange-red lightsabers wielded by new protagonist Baylon and Shin. Welcome to Star Wars Deconstructed. Whether you're a Jedi, Sith, or somewhere in between, join us as we venture deep into the Star Wars galaxy. The unique glow emanating from Baylon and Shin's blades has ignited speculation and intrigue, promising an exhilarating journey in the forthcoming series. Fortunately, we have the Jedi Survivor game to help unmask the story of the lightsaber. Lightsaber colors in the Star Wars universe are far more than mere visual effects. They hold profound significance and carry a story that represents the history and characteristics of their wielders. From the iconic blue and green blades of the Jedi to the fiery red of the Sith, each color is a testament to the rich lore and mythology of the galaxy. We all know the Jedi as the guardians of peace and justice, and as a result, they traditionally wield blue and green lightsabers. These colors symbolize their connection to the light side of the Force and reflect the Jedi's dedication to wisdom, harmony, and selflessness. Blue lightsabers are often associated with Jedi Guardians who focus on combat and protection, while green lightsabers are favored by Jedi Consulars, who excel in diplomacy and knowledge. However, the lightsaber colors go beyond simple categorization. They also represent the personal journey and growth of individual Jedi. As a Padawan progresses in their training and wisdom, they construct their own lightsaber, which can reflect their unique personality and connection to the Force. This act is deeply symbolic, as the color they choose represents their path and aspirations. For example, the blue lightsaber of Anakin Skywalker, later inherited by his son Luke Skywalker, embodies their journey as they transition from hopeful and optimistic young Jedi to the champions of the light side. Luke's transition from his blue lightsaber to the distinctive green one in Return of the Jedi signifies his increased mastery of the Force and his maturation as a Jedi Knight. On the other end of the spectrum, the Sith and other dark side users are associated with red lightsabers. The crimson hue symbolizes their corruption, aggression, and embrace of the dark side's destructive power. Sith lightsabers are traditionally crafted by bleeding a captured Jedi's lightsaber crystal, infusing it with the dark side's malevolent energy. The red lightsaber of Darth Vader is a testament to his descent into darkness and commitment to the Sith ideology. It represents their ruthless pursuit of power and their rejection of the Jedi way. However, you should know that lightsaber colors are not limited to the binary categorization of blue, green, and red. Expanded lore and new stories have introduced a diverse array of colors, each with its own meaning and history. For example, purple represents a rare blending of light and dark, as seen in Mace Windu's lightsaber. Other colors like yellow, white, and even black have also made appearances, each carrying its own unique symbolism and story. In the ever-evolving lore of the Star Wars universe, the methods of lightsaber coloration have undergone a fascinating transformation, reflecting the evolving understanding of the Force and the Jedi Order. In the early days of the Star Wars saga, lightsaber crystals were thought to be naturally occurring minerals imbued with the Force. Jedi would search for these rare and powerful kyber crystals, which existed in various colors, including blue and green. The color of a Jedi's lightsaber was determined by the crystal they discovered and bonded with, representing their connection to the light side of the Force. However, as the story expanded, new elements were introduced. One significant development was the concept of synthetic kyber crystals. These lab-grown crystals allowed Jedi to create their own lightsabers without the need to find natural kyber crystals. Synthetic crystals were typically colorless or white, allowing Jedi to choose the color they desired by utilizing different focusing crystals within the lightsaber hilt. Yet a major shift occurred with the introduction of the dark side and the Sith. The expanded universe, now known as Legends, introduced the concept of crystal bleeding to explain the red lightsabers wielded by Sith and other dark side users. According to this concept, dark side Force users would capture and corrupt Jedi kyber crystals, causing them to bleed and change color to a malevolent red. This process was a physical representation of the crystal's alignment with the dark side, symbolizing the wielder's fall from grace. It was this concept that was used to explain the orange-red lightsaber color in the Jedi Survivor 2 video game. In the game, both Dagon Gera and Bode Akuna, you need to play the game to know these characters, had orange-red lightsabers. Dagan Gera's crystal bled orange-red because he had not fully turned to the dark side when Centauri Kree fought him and placed him in stasis. It wasn't until Cal woke him up that he took the opportunity to fully turn to the dark side, hence the orange-red color of his lightsaber. The same concept works for Bode Akuna, who was a former Jedi until he turned Dark Jedi and now serves the Empire. This lightsaber, of course, represented his journey and was colored orange-red. In the more recent Star Wars canon, the concept of crystal healing has been introduced as a counterpart to crystal bleeding. Crystal healing involves the purification and restoration of corrupted kyber crystals, bringing them back to their natural color and alignment with the light side of the Force. This process can be seen as a redemptive act, symbolizing a Jedi's commitment to reclaiming their true path and overcoming the temptations of the dark side. Jaden Korr's story in Star Wars Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy exemplifies the concept of crystal healing in the Star Wars universe. It demonstrates how a Jedi's connection to the Force and their ability to tap into the light side can bring about the restoration and purification of corrupted kyber crystals. During Jaden's journey as a Jedi Knight, they encountered a Sith cult known as the Disciples of Ragnos. This cult sought to use Sith alchemy to corrupt kyber crystals and turn them into red Sith lightsaber crystals. Jaden, however, was determined to stop the cult's nefarious activities and bring balance to the Force. Through the act of crystal healing, Jaden transformed the corrupted kyber crystals into vibrant, pure crystals that emitted a variety of colors, such as blue, green, and yellow. These healed crystals were then used to construct lightsabers, allowing Jaden to wield the power of the Force with the renewed purity and balance of the light side. In the Star Wars canon, Ahsoka Tano's journey with her lightsabers provides a remarkable example of lightsaber color transformation. After leaving the Jedi Order and venturing on her own path, Ahsoka found herself facing the menacing Inquisitors, former Jedi who had turned to the dark side and were now serving the Sith. During a climactic encounter with the sixth brother, an Inquisitor hunting her down, Ahsoka engaged in a fierce lightsaber duel. In a moment of triumph, she defeated her adversary, causing his red lightsaber crystals to become unstable and fractured. Recognizing an opportunity, Ahsoka recovered these corrupted red crystals. Driven by her desire to repurpose the crystals and reclaim their light, Ahsoka embarked on a journey of healing. Drawing upon her deep connection to the Force and her unwavering resolve, she purified and cleansed the crystals, transforming them from their dark, malevolent red hue into a radiant and pristine white. The transformation of the crystals mirrored Ahsoka's own evolution as a character. Departing from the confines of the traditional Jedi Order, she had forged her own path, seeking truth and justice outside of the binary concepts of light and dark. Ahsoka's white lightsabers became a visual representation of her commitment to balance and her refusal to be defined by conventional notions of good and evil. Furthermore, the white lightsabers carried a symbolic weight, representing Ahsoka's status as a neutral force in the galaxy. In the aftermath of the Clone Wars and the rise of the Empire, Ahsoka became a key figure in the rebellion against the oppressive regime. Her white lightsabers served as a potent reminder of her unique position and her unwavering dedication to fighting for what was right, irrespective of the divisions imposed by the Force's light and dark sides. Darth Vader's crimson lightsaber, though visually associated with the dark side of the Force, can indeed be seen as a symbol of the residual good that lingered within him, even as he aligned himself with the dark side. The red color of Vader's lightsaber traditionally represents the Sith and their embrace of the dark side. It symbolizes power, aggression, and the willingness to tap into the destructive energies of the Force. However, within the context of Vader's story, his crimson lightsaber takes on a deeper meaning. Anakin Skywalker, before his fall to the dark side, was a Jedi Knight and a symbol of hope in the galaxy. He was driven by noble intentions, seeking to protect the ones he loved and bring balance to the Force. Despite succumbing to the seduction of the dark side and transforming into Darth Vader, traces of Anakin's inherent goodness remained within him. Vader's red lightsaber, therefore, can be seen as a representation of the conflict raging within him. It becomes a symbol of the internal struggle between his lingering attachments to the light side and his commitment to the Sith's ideology. The crimson blade serves as a constant reminder of the choices he made and the consequences of his actions, even as he carried out the Emperor's bidding. Additionally, the color red itself is associated with passion and intense emotions. It is a color that signifies a deep connection to one's convictions. In the case of Vader, this connection can be seen as an echo of his love for his family, particularly his son, Luke Skywalker. Despite his allegiance to the dark side, Vader's love for his son remained a potent force that influenced his actions and ultimately led to his redemption. Throughout the original trilogy, moments of conflict and doubt arise within Vader. These glimpses of his former self serve as a testament to the residual good that resided within him, despite the darkness that consumed him. In his final act, when faced with the Emperor's attempt to kill Luke, Vader's true nature shines through. He sacrifices himself to save his son, a selfless act that signifies his ultimate redemption. So, there you have it, the explanation of the orange lightsabers seen in the Ahsoka trailer, explained by the Jedi Survivor 2 game. If you enjoyed this video, like it, subscribe, and watch this video.